hot dogs and shit. Talking
You
about
know we
burgers
going
and
live,
fries and
man.
shit,
We
man.
live with a motherfucker, yo. What
No
is
doubt.
popping, y'all?
No doubt.
Belligerent State of Mind with no notes. We popping, y'all. What's
Yo,
Exactly.
sometimes you just need to follow the convo. You know what I
Somebody
mean?
need notes and shit. Yeah.
Follow the
Nothing.
convo. You know what I mean?
Beard. Never mind. I don't want to say that.
Bare ass. Follow the convo.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was about to say
back or
bare
something?
ass. Yeah, like we going bare everything. Like we good.
Well, look, after that story you just told before we we went live, man.
Listen,
I
man.
don't know about that big ass shit, yo.
Well, listen, man. I mean, nothing happened to me. I'm good. It's county lockup.
Okay.
All right, man.
You good,
Yo,
you
man. Hey, it's all good. It's all good, baby.
Yeah,
good.
everything is good.
It's all
Everything
good,
is good.
baby.
And then when I got ready to leave, the dude that was like making sure I was good.
Yeah.
He asked for
Dude, that
my.
makes the showers good.
No, I said make sure that I was good.
Mm-hmm.
Like so ain't nobody was trying
Yo,
to get me.
I'm
Asked
done.
me
I'm
for-
done, son.
He asked me if he can get like my extra bar
Actually-
soap when I leave and like
Actually,
all
your
the stuff
number
I
and
had.
shit.
Nah.
Your number.
Nah, but he was
Yeah,
asking if I
come
could.
on, yo.
He asked if I could help him put some money on his books, and I was like, "Yeah,
man,
all right." So I got that. I got his little book, the booking number, but
Did
I
you
ain't
really?
never gave him. Yeah, nah, I ain't did that.
Yo, you know we live, right? This nigga watching this shit. They ain't gonna come and get your ass, right?
You know
Nah,
what?
we good, He's still
Honestly,
probably locked up. Honestly,
what's good with these notes, D?
Yo,
I know that was
crazy
not
with
in the
this, man.
fucking notes, D.
You crazy, man. Hell no, they ain't in the notes, man. Yo, what is
Alright.
good, man? We ready to go live in a couple minutes, man. Get ready to get this shit popping. Get ready to go live. Well, we live, but we live, but you know what it is, man. You know what it is.
y'all gotta excuse me. I'm eating some pineapples. You know what I'm saying? Little healthy, little healthy. You know what I'm saying? Pineapples and grapes.
Is that a subliminal for your safe word?
We gotta get a lot healthy, man.
Nah. Oh yeah, we died. Yo, I gotta stop tripping. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do better. I gotta do better.
Yo, we have the same conversation like every fucking couple of months and shit. Yo, we gotta
exactly.
do better,
Yeah,
we gotta do better.
But nah, yeah, I was talking to somebody this week, you know what I'm saying, about getting right, doing what you gotta do, going to the gym or whatever. So, I'm gonna just take one thing at a time. See, when you take a whole bunch of things and you try to change it up, like you end up failing. Because you go back to your old ways. But if you just take that one thing and you focus on it, man, you'll be good. Do that for 30 days. And actually, that's I took that out of the page of 50 Cent's audio book. He was basically saying, if you want to do something, you want to quit something, try it out for 30 days. Don't sit there and try to go overboard. And
30 days is rough. I mean, it's rough to get over those initial couple of weeks and shit. You know what I'm saying? This shit is tough, but I mean, once you get over, you'll get over that hump.
I made some this weekend. I did some eggplant. Had some so I did some crispy Parmesan eggplant.
Okay.
And basically all of this is just cutting up the eggplant into little circles or whatever, and then you dip it in your egg, and then you dip it in your breadcrumb and Parmesan cheese mixture with a little bit of seasoning in it. And you just dip it in there, and then you put it on the pan. Make sure the pan is has olive oil on it. Put it in there at 375 for about 17 minutes. Check it, flip it over, do it for another 10, and they crispy, man. So it's try that out. That actually came out pretty good. The whole household love it.
I tried the eggplant shit. I don't know. It wasn't it was tasting funny, yo.
Yeah, we don't do eggplant. So
I just got it. Funny. I see why you were smiling.
I'm not playing with you. I'm really.
Come on, man.
The eggplant Parmesan. I'm trying to make eggplant Parmesan. Eggplant is just too slimy. It's that slimy shit, yo. I could have the texture, yo. I was like, oh no.
Yo, D, do you eat oysters?
Nah.
So me
man, I eat oysters, man.
There you go. I know you suck them up, right?
It's the aphrodisiac, man.
But no, that's what people say when they eat oysters. That's what they do.
Absolutely.
Never had it.
Can't do. I can't just swallow. They said you don't even chew, you just swallow.
You gotta grow up. Yo, on that note, we gotta start this show, man. On
You
that
gotta
note,
grow up, man.
let's get it going,
We
man.
so
Belligerent
fucking
State of
immature,
Mind,
man. Let's
y'all.
go.
We
I'm
gonna
just
finish
saying,
strong.
yo, just
Let's
don't do
go.
that. Just
You are now listening to Belligerent State of Mind.
Checking the levels again, everyone checking in. It's me, Big Lou Hall Day with the evidence. We're heard on the road with J.O. and the residents. We be having fun, also drop lessons in politics, the stock market and black excellence.
Damn, this shit is belligerent.
Hey, yo, what is good, y'all? You are tuning into Belligerent State of Mind, brought to you by the Spies of Life Network, thespiesoflife.com. It's one of your hosts. My name is Dave, a.k.a. D-A-M-E. Got my man Lou Hall in the building. What's going on, brother?
Yo, it's your boy Lou Hall, aka Sir Laugh a Lot. AKA I'm chuckling because everything I hear is hilarious. AKA, yo, my side is hurting.
AKA, what the fuck was that noise? Yo, you talking about the wrong timing for some fucking loud ass shit? Oh my god. Ain't no do-overs, yo. It's what it is.
This is all the way live.
We live, yo. Let's go. Last but not least, I got my brother Recess in the noisy ass house. What's good, brother?
it's all good, baby. Boom, 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 boom.
Yo, what is good, man? Belligerent State of Mind. We are back for another week. We are live, all the way live, as you can tell. Because if we wasn't live, I would have edited that shit up. We would have started all over again, man. But it's all good. Now we here live, man. We live on YouTube. We live on Facebook. Appreciate everybody for checking us out, man.
Yes.
We love y'all. We love y'all, man. But we here every Tuesday night, y'all. Every Tuesday night, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Let's get it popping, y'all. What's going on?
Everything is all good, baby.
Yeah,
Everything is
man.
all good. Oh man.
What's good, man? How your week been, man? What's popping, yo?
Yo, it's been all good, D. You know what I mean? Just enjoying life. Life is great. You know, just have to understand that some people are out here trying to steal your happiness. You know what I mean? So you're just gonna get that. You gotta push through that. You can't just let one bad day ruin your week. One bad minute ruin the other 247. Well, that's right. It's more than 247.
I think it's 365, man. What's
there
going
you
on,
go.
Yo?
There you go.
You got it.
Or not let one 24 hours mess up the other 357 in the year. You know what I mean?
Okay.
One bad decision could ruin it all. Sometimes you have to jump out the window. And maybe when you jump out the window, you get more of a motivation to make sure that you pull that parachute and save yourself. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
But other than that, man, I've been watching a lot of documentaries and I got some things to talk about when we start off about some of this bullshit that's going on. And that's it, D. It's all good.
That's it. That's what's up, man. Put yourself on mute, man. That's what's up, man. Yo.
Pull your parachute.
Yo, for me, everything is cool. Everything is lovely, man. We still down here, you know what I'm saying? We North Carolina. We doing what we got to do. Enjoying the summer, man. Having a good time this summer. It's been rainy as hell. We got the remnants of that damn, what's that damn shit? That damn, what's a tropical storm? Lou Hall?
Right, said Fred.
Yeah, tropical storm Fred, whatever the fuck it is. Yeah. So it's been raining like off and on all week. Like it'll be crazy downpours for like a half hour, then the sun is out. So it is what it is. We used to it. I've been down here for like 5-6 years now. We used to this crazy ass weather, man. So it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, everything is cool, man. We just, like I said, enjoying the rest of the summer. We're gonna be traveling to ATL this upcoming weekend, going down there for a couple days, just hanging out with the family down there. And then that's it, man. Just coming back, doing what we gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
That's how we
Yep.
do. That's how we do. Big shout out to Big Lou Hall Sr. on the check-in. What's going on, man? What's going on, man?
What's good, Pops?
Oh,
What's good,
man.
Pops? What's good?
What's good with you, Big Lou Hall, man? What's going on, my brother?
Oh man, I can't even complain, man. I always say life is great, man. But let me tell you, see, people be on social media, right? And they be like posting about how good their life is and this and that. But most of the time, they be going through. They just want you to see like the good stuff, and they just be, posting a whole bunch of stuff. Then you got folks that's on there that be posting a whole bunch of relationship memes, and just they take everything that they hear or see on Facebook for gospel, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you live in the good life, you ain't got to post about it on Facebook. You just live your life. You ain't got to take a picture, about, what you doing all the time. You just live your life. It's okay to do it sometimes, but all the time, you know what I'm saying? So it just be funny to me how when people, especially, the relationships they've been in, you know what I'm saying? And you've been in a relationship with people. And they sit there and try to post like, they live in this great life. But then they turn around and they post Facebook memes about, the past relationship and stuff like that, man. Yo, that shit is corny to me. And
Lou Hall,
if you out there
realize it, brother, I'm proud of you, man.
if you sitting there posting that stuff, you corny as well. So that means if I was with you, you know what I'm saying? That means, yo, on the real, that was kind of like a waste of time because now you opening up and you showing me like, you know what I'm saying? You
talking about some personal shit. Oh, somebody.
I mean, no, I'm just talking. I mean, not really personal, but I mean, not per se.
Someone in your past. Okay.
I mean, if the shoe fits, you know what I'm saying, they gonna wear it. That's just what it is. But I mean, it's just something that I just constantly see on a regular basis, man. But it'd be funny to me. And then, people like if, say for instance, if it was me, people will come back and say like, yo, this person posting this, and I just be like, I don't even have a thought in my mind about them. So why are they still continuing to post stuff? That means more than likely you miss me. Maybe their life is fucked up.
Damn.
Without me, that they miss me in it. Because see, the thing is, some people must have forgot who the fuck I was. That's what the deal is. Must have forgot who the fuck I was. And maybe I added value to your life, but you were just too blind to see that shit. That now, you making mistakes, and now you in situations to where you can't come back on it, and your pride is so damaged. You're so prideful that you can't come out and admit, that you fucked up. But it's cool. Because see, I moved on. So, most of the time, if people keep your name in your mouth, keep your name in their mouth on a regular basis, that means they missed something about you. So, I mean, I get it because I am that nigga. I've been that nigga for a long time. And I just, it just like people, y'all must have forgot. This is what it is.
Why are you waiting to get on the fucking let this shit out, yo?
I'm just saying. Motherfuckers forgot who I was, and that's okay. You missed your opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
you missed
man. We talk about this shit all the time. Recess say it all the time, and just said, man, nobody block your shit, man.
Exactly.
Don't worry about that shit, bro. Don't even. No worries, man. You moved on. They moved on. Whether it's you or anybody, any situation, any past situation, man.
Exactly.
And the thing about that social media shit, like I said, I'm not gonna. I do judge people. I do judge everybody and shit. But I'm not gonna judge it. I'm not judging people. They want to post all of their shit up in all the relationships and look at us, we kissing. Look at us, we in the mall. Look at us, we in the park. Look at us. I just realized that those are the people I see that have the strongest relationship. They don't post every single thing they do on social media. Period.
Facts.
That's what I always see. The people that have the stronger relationships that have been together for the longest amount of time, they don't post every single thing. And, it's just weird to me. Some of that shit is just weird, yo. Like, especially the person sitting right next to you when you posting online, oh, I love you so much. They're sitting right next to you. Tell them.
Like, nigga, tell them. Exactly.
Why is that for everybody to see? Like, is that for the person or is that for everybody else to see?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, but listen, everybody do what they do, whatever make you happy, man. Do what you got to do, yo.
Exactly.
I'm not judging, man. I am judging, but I'm not judging.
And on that note, because I'm happy, and I'm good. Shout out to that one. She already know who I'm talking about.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm happy and I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
All the talks, and even having my back up to even 2 minutes ago today. You know what I'm saying? So always got my back. I appreciate that. That's much love. Much love.
That's what's up. All right. We appreciate everybody for checking us out, man. Everybody on YouTube, everybody on Facebook, man. We live. So we got a couple of people right here in the live chat. Y'all can get ahead and drop your comments down in the comment section. If it's a good comment relevant to the conversation, we can post that shit on the screen. You know what I'm saying? Post on the screen, comment on it and everything. And it's how we rocking now, man. We trying to get more into this YouTube shit, yo. I just been so much into YouTube. Like, you see, I'm always sending y'all shit every fucking other day, right? I'm just getting so into this YouTube content, like different content creators, man. I'm loving their pages, man. Like, shout out to Doggy Diamonds and No Filter. I've been following him, you know what I'm saying, and Karim Blizz and shit, following them recently. Before we was on the Kwame Brown shit. That's how I kind of really started this whole shit. Other than the crypto shit, other than that, but that's how I started this whole shit. But I know all y'all do. Y'all always been on the YouTube shit. Y'all always been, watching the videos and stuff like that. I'm just now getting into this space, man. It's cool, man. It's cool. It's cool. But we appreciate everybody for checking us out, though, man.
Speaking of the YouTube and watching your favorites, I see your man's Nori. I see your man's gonna be on Love and Hip Hop Miami.
Oh, he gonna be on there now?
Yeah, starting next week. You know what I'm saying? Recess, you gonna watch your man's?
I always support Nori, no doubt. Since before the podcast, since you know what it is. Everybody makes fun of it. It's so funny. my peoples know they make fun of me, and in a good way, because it was like, yo, you love this dude and supported him, back when TONY, and now he's the biggest pop, and and he's doing podcasts. I was like, yo, it's the personality. You just relate to some people's personality. It is what it is.
And I ain't gonna front recess when we went to the Roots picnic when we was at that live Drink Champs. Yes. You definitely fanned out, man. You fanned out.
You did.
You 100%.
It was a great show, by the way.
And I get it. I get it. I understand. I get it. Because
he was like, Nori, I love you. I was like, what the fuck?
There you go. Now you're exaggerating. At no time did I do that.
Nori, I like you. Okay,
even if I did. No, but I didn't do it. But I would have. Yo, Nori, I love you. But man, I'm just saying. But it was a great show, though. We had fun. He was entertaining.
We had a good time.
You know what it is, man. Nori and MC, man. He goes.
Shout out to Nori and Drink Champs. Even though my man EFN, he is speaking a little more. And Nori is toning it down a little more and shit. He's not as bad as he used to be in the beginning.
Yo, you gotta give him some time for improvement.
What, 6 years? That shit was irritating as fucking hell, man.
Yo, he's learning on the whim.
When he had LL Cool J on the shit. LL Cool J never, ever does podcast. He was telling some story I never heard in my life. Nori kept cutting him off. I said, this motherfucker, man. You don't let LL Cool J finish his fucking story, yo.
Yo, why are you doing that, man? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that for, man? You see, you wouldn't even have known the beginning of that story if it wasn't for Nori.
God, man.
So why are you complaining about it? It's like saying
no. You say I'm complaining now, or you said I wasn't complaining in real time?
You was, but I'm saying if it wasn't for him in the first place, you wouldn't even have been in that position at all. You gotta appreciate what you get. You know what I mean? And that's a lot of, you know what? And that's a lot of the problems with a lot of people in their regular life about other situations. They're expecting the perfect finished product. No,
Ooh.
remember the success is in the journey.
Yeah, like I said, he has gotten better. He definitely has gotten better and shit, man.
Yes, yes.
So I give him
And
props on that.
Absolutely.
everybody that's
Absolutely.
listening, please take what Reese just said to heart, because you can apply that to everything.
Everything.
Mhm.
Yes.
Stop
100%.
focusing on something that has to be perfect and the way that you want it, and take it as it is at the full value. You know what I'm saying? Yo, it's just that simple.
Like Lou Hogan, man, personal this episode, man. What's going on, man? Something going on, man. What's
Yes.
the deal, man?
Yes.
I mean, I just
Something
get
is
tired.
going on.
I get tired of the fuckery. That's all. I just get
What
tired of
the hell,
seeing.
man?
I get tired of the fuckery. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it goes back to what I was saying before.
Okay.
Y'all putting y'all shit on Facebook. Stop doing it.
All right,
Stop
man.
doing it.
Let's brush
Stop
off.
making
It's
yourself
all
look
good.
stupid.
All good, brother. It's all good. We gonna fuck it, man. You good, bro? You good, man?
Oh
You good.
yeah. Of
Yo,
course
I
I
have
am.
to say something else also. Listen, man, guys, stop being a sore loser, man. A big shout out to one of the greatest producers of all time in hip hop.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? He curated most of the Dipset music. I'm talking about the Heat Makers, the Arsonists.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
What's the
He
deal?
was on Math Hoffa's podcast, and he has said that a few things, and it didn't sound accurate to me because I felt like he had personal ties to the situation. One thing he said was that Michael Buffer didn't say Cameron's name. Made me go back. I watched this shit twice a day, so it made me go back and listen. I was like, I know he read, and the first name he said, it's Cameron.
Okay.
Jim Jones, Freaky Zeke, Joel Santana. So he said Cameron.
Okay.
Right.
The second one he said was Fat Joe's recap was inaccurate, saying that he was about to cry. Fat Joe said Arsonist was about to cry. Personally, while he was telling Math Hoffa the story, I thought he was about to cry.
He relived
My G, you about to die. You have personal ties to the situation. I would have cried too. And then last but not least, he said that Santana's Town, or was it Dipset Anthem, rang off in the Garden harder than the Benjamins. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, he definitely tripping on that last one.
Yeah. Well, he was tripping on the first one too. He was tripping on the first one too, because the first one is a hard, he said that Michael Buffer did not say Cameron, and he said it. You could go look back. He didn't say Cameron's name. Come on, man. You didn't
clearly said it.
And he clearly said it. Come on now. And shout out to Math Hoffa. Great battle rapper, going down in the ranks as one of the best. Got a great show going on in Harlem.
Yeah.
Cuts. Great show.
That's what's up.
I agree.
That's what's up.
I watched it a couple of times. Yeah.
That's what we about. We gotta give props, man. Shit that we enjoy, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they in the same space as us, man. We look at everything for inspiration and things that we just enjoy watching in general and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So definitely appreciate it, man. But all right, man, we're gonna get this show popping, brothers, my people in the chat. What is good, man? Yo, real quick, man. Do one of y'all have YouTube open or something?
No.
The YouTube's not open?
It's
You got it on mute?
yeah, I have it on now.
That
What?
echo.
Oh no. I don't have it on my
You got it
thing.
on mute. You got it on mute. Okay. All right. Just
Yeah.
It's all
I
good.
just turned it on.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
No doubt. All right, we're gonna set it off, man, with this first segment. We start every single show. It's called Enough Respect Due. We give props and pay homage to people while they're still here, man. So for this week, it's on my brother Lou Hall.
Yes.
Due, man. What you got, kid? Let's go.
Man, it's on me today, man. I appreciate the introduction. It's definitely on me this week, man. And a lot of times I like to talk about up north, man. But today I'm gonna take it to the south. You know what I'm saying? The down south. Where can I begin with this person, man? This dude is an innovator. This guy is an entrepreneur. This guy basically wrote the game on being an entrepreneur, man. The person I'm
Ooh.
gonna talk about today is somebody that you New York niggas ain't know about till I started talking about it.
Here you go. Here you go.
I'm gonna talk about this guy who, his actual name is Percy Robert
No
Miller.
doubt.
All
You
right,
thought
But
you watched
I
that
know.
same shit I
y'all
just
know
watched.
who
You thought you
he
Come
watched the same
is.
on,
shit I watched,
man.
yo.
We call him, and everybody calls him by Master P.
No doubt, no
No
doubt. Shout
doubt,
out to
no doubt,
Master P,
no
man.
doubt, no
Yes,
doubt.
I
yes,
just
yes.
watched that shit the other day, yo. No
um,
doubt.
this king hails out of New Orleans,
Mm.
Louisiana, born April 29th of 1967, which this means this man today is 54 years old and still
Wow.
killing the game.
Wow. That's what's up.
Um, I'm not even gonna go too deep into it because I know everybody has seen, um, his autobiography on BET, and talked about it a lot. Um, but what I wanted to do is just highlight some of the things that he's done, man. Um, this dude came in the 1990s. You understand me? 1990s, making music out there in Oakland, California. Came from New Orleans to Oakland, California to escape some crazy stuff that was happening back in New Orleans, right? So then out in Oakland, met up with some folks. My man EA Ski went down to the studio, laid his first album down. That was uh his first idea was to make music. So then he, made some music down in Oakland. Then, he said, you know what? We gonna make some money. We gonna start selling this out of my trunk. We're not gonna sign to no record label because they trying to get you. And we gonna talk about, record labels trying to get you a little bit later on tonight. Um, so he rised above that, started selling out of his trunk. Um, when he started doing that, man, he said, "You know what? I'm gonna go back to New Orleans, man. I'm gonna, try to, get this group together. My family." So, he got together with, his true family. His true family is my man, his brother C Murder.
Mm-hmm.
Um, also got with Silk the Shocker, and called themselves True TRU. Came out with
You.
that joint. That was back in 1995.
Wow.
Um, yeah, man, a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Um, then he came out that's the following year, 1996, with his actual fifth album. So, like I
In
said, fast
1996.
forwarding
His fifth
and
album in 1996.
fifth album,
Wow.
1996. So, from the time he went in the early 90s to California, came on back to New Orleans, already dropped 5 albums.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Now with this Mr. Ice Cream Man, this is the one that pretty much put him on the map. During that time, he had signed a deal with Priority Records, ended up putting that out. The one joint that rang off everywhere, of course, Mr. Ice Cream Man, Mr. Ice Cream Man.
It went up
um,
everywhere.
then turned around on that same album and dropped the one joint that rang out hard in the clubs. You hear it coming down the street, all the gangsters talking about it. This is that new talk that everybody's like, yo, what's he talking about? You know what? He's talking about I'm bout it, bout it.
Mm.
They had
Got it,
two
got it.
Bout it. They had actually two versions of the song. The first one was on his True album, and then the second one, part two, was with Mia X. And basically, it just featured another different verse,
Mm.
same beat, different verse, and they may have probably tweaked a little bit more. Um, so, we talk about that. Then this is when the one album that basically hit the roof. I brought this to your attention, D.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I don't know
and
about all that, but okay. I
yeah,
don't know
no,
about
yeah,
all that.
because I remember coming up to New York and you was like, "The fuck is Master P? I don't
I
know
think.
Master
Listen,
P."
I'm gonna let you finish your shit, but I think your story. I think you're a little off for the story. If you're talking about Ghetto D, I think you're a little off for your story.
Yes, this was before you
Yeah.
actually listened to Ghetto D.
I think I listened to Ghetto D on my own, man. I'm gonna say I listened to Ghetto D on my own after I saw the movie. I'm sorry, brother. I don't know.
Okay, I'll give you that then. I'll give you that. I'll let you. I'll let you have. But
you definitely put me on. You definitely put me on the Master P before that, and I was like, man, what the fuck is this? So then when I saw the movie and then I heard Ghetto D, I said, oh, this is what fucking LJ was telling me about. So I give you props on that one. Continue, brother.
All right. So then we talk about fast forward to 1997. This album that we're talking about, Ghetto D. It was actually called Ghetto Dope. But of course, due to the explicit nature of the cover, they wanted to tone it down so they can, release it out in stores. But it was actually called Ghetto Dope. And there's the title track is the first track on there, Ghetto Dope. Make crack like this.
That shit was hot, yo. That was hot. That shit was hot.
And then, the one song that everybody, it played over and over again, went number one several times on every VH1, every MTV, any of these video music shows that came on, it was going number one. And I'm talking about make them say, na 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 na.
Bam, bam. Bam, bam. That shit was crazy, yo.
And I still play this, constantly every day, man. Or not every day, excuse me, every week. Let me say that every day. So then he came out in 1998 with the double album, MP The Last Dawn, and that was a track that had a whole bunch of tracks on there, man. If you can imagine back then on double albums, you would think it was maybe about 16, 17 songs on each album.
Damn.
Yeah. And now, when you look at it, you can't even tell what a double album is because everybody's just putting out 32 songs and 40 tracks on one album. Like, what?
Way too much, yeah.
Exactly. So, that's the main part of the music that everybody knows about. So along with that, he actually did acting too, So in his acting, we talked about the movie that we just talked about, I'm About It, which is came out in 1997.
Hood fucking classic movie.
Yes,
yo.
straight hood.
I bought the fucking VHS. I bought the VHS on Jamaica Avenue at the Music Factory. I bought that fucking About It. I did let one of my boys hold it. I never got the shit back and shit, man.
Of course.
He stole my tape and shit, but it's all good though. But that movie was. I loved it. I love that fucking movie. We watched that shit just as much as I watched Juice. I watched that fucking movie every night. Would go off. We rewind the fucking tape, watch that shit again, man. I love that fucking movie, yo. Love it.
I still don't get the scene about the pit bull. I'm still trying to understand.
Now I don't remember anything about this shit. Now I don't remember nothing about it.
Okay.
In fucking 20 years, but I remember loving that. Shit.
Then, man, 1998 came out, with another movie that just is like blasting everywhere, man. Went to the movie theaters, not straight to DVD, not straight to VHS, but the movie theaters. And now I'm talking about I Got the Hookup. Holla if you hear me.
I saw that shit in the movie theaters too.
Yep,
I saw it in the fucking movies.
Actually, no, I lied. Because, back then we had the black box. So, had to watch it. And then they would always play the last one. And then, at 10 o'clock, that's when it hit Spice, and I wasn't supposed to be in the room. But, I snuck in there. Pops, you already know what it is. We grown. I know. Then turned around, made another movie, man. Hot Boys, man. And this movie, man, this featured Gary Busey, man, featuring Snoop, his brother Silk the Shocker. That was actually a pretty good movie, man. I enjoyed that movie. I definitely enjoyed that movie. You had Foolish. They came out in 1999 as well. then he actually appeared in some movies. So in 2000 he appeared in Gone in 60 Seconds. Then also he appeared in Lockdown.
Okay, man,
I
he
don't
was
know
in
if
Gone in
y'all.
60 Seconds. Wow, I don't remember
Yeah,
that. I used to love that
yeah.
movie. I don't remember him in that movie.
He made a cameo.
That's what's up.
Um, and then I don't know if you remember Lockdown.
Mm-mm. I remember that.
Lockdown was, oh man, I can't remember the actor's name. Richard T. Jones.
Okay. Nah,
I don't know if you know who Richard T. Jones is.
nah.
Sticky Fingers was in the movie, but this was about guys going to jail. They ended up getting blamed for a gun being in the car, so they all went to jail. And they had to survive the jail life. He was one of the prisoners.
Okay.
Clifton Powell was in the movie. Yeah, man.
Clifton
I
Um,
know
Powell.
who Clifton Powell is.
That's yeah.
DeAndre Bonds.
Oh, that's the dude from fucking Queen Sugar, right?
No,
Light skinned dude from Queen
No.
Sugar? Oh no, that's DeAndre Whitfield.
yeah.
Okay.
DeAndre Bonds he's been in several movies, and in this one, you would kind of know his scene because he was
Okay.
dealing with the guy of one of the Aryan Brotherhood, and he made him eat the spoon. Remember, he told him to lick the
DeAndre
spoon.
Bonds. Sound like my man from the Wood and shit.
Was he in the Wood? I know Richard T. Jones was in the Wood. I'm trying to think if DeAndre Bonds
Oh,
was.
Richard T. Jones is the fake Tommy and shit. That's fake Tommy.
Yeah, fake Tommy.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, DeAndre Bonds. Yeah, he was in the woods. Yeah, he's in the woods.
yeah,
He's in
yeah.
the woods. Yeah. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
But I mean, as far as with the movies, he made so many other different appearances. He came out with Still Bout It in 2004, which was a sequel to I'm Bout It. And just recently in 2019, he came out with the sequel to I Got the Hookup. I Got the Hookup too.
Okay.
And he reprised his role as Black. And he wanted to introduce a lot of the newer talent into the movie. So definitely props to him, man. So even with that, with the movies, so like I said, this dude was an entrepreneur. Then he turns around, talk about his time being in the NBA. He actually had two separate contracts in the NBA in the 90s. One was with the Charlotte Hornets, and the other one's with the Toronto Raptors. So, he had those opportunities to play in the NBA. So who do you know that is an entrepreneur, came famous off of selling albums out of the trunk, became a movie star, made and directed movies, passed it on to legacy to his son, to where he's helping his son, and also been on reality TV. Come on, man. He gets props, but he doesn't get enough props.
I agree.
So, just doing this short, like I said, this was a short version. If y'all get a chance, check out his documentary on BET. When they talked about All or No Limit, they get deeper into everything that I've been talking about. But yeah, and like I said, having a son that is growing up, actually his kids, period. You got Symphony Miller. She's a actress and a singer. And his brother, Silk the Shocker, his brother C Murder. Free C Murder. Hope C Murder gets a chance to get out. I think they working on that right now.
Okay.
But evidently he was framed in a situation. Yeah, Silk the Shocker. His family was involved in this whole thing. I don't know if you know Moby Dick. Moby Dick is one of the he's one of the singers in the group that he actually had. The first actually R&B group that he had on No Limit. Are you familiar with any of them?
No.
Oh, okay, all right. But yeah, man, this dude, Master P, man, like I said, he doesn't get the props that he deserves. He gets props, but he doesn't get enough respect due. So that's why I chose this dude, Master P. And like I said, this is the short version. I could say so much more. Now I want to go deeper into it, but we ain't got that type of time. But just wanted to take the time out to give much props, much respect due to a man called Master P.
Master P, man, that's dope. Like I said, I just saw that No Limit No Limit Chronicles. Did you watch that?
Yeah, that's in No Limit Chronicles. Yeah, that's the one on BET.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
watched like the first like 2 or 3 episodes, man. I was like, oh man, this dude is doing his thing, man.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yo, Master P, growing up in the Calio projects, they used to say that when you made it to the age of 19, that was something to celebrate. Unfortunately, his brother Kevin made it to the age 19 before he passed away. Musically, New Orleans was all about that bounce music.
Bounce,
There
bounce, bounce, bounce.
It was all about that Trigger Man. It was not about nothing else down there until Master P came out and changed the way that people were looking at rap music in describing the situation that it is down there with the projects and describing the people of the ghetto. Manny Fresh, who's the son of most popular DJ down there, they were all doing the bounce music. Master P was the first one though that was coming out with the reality rap. So, and to this, and for him to pass on, like you said, that legacy to Romeo and his sons,
right?
The entrepreneurship is top notch. I look at the rap snacks. Every time I go to Walmart, Publix, anywhere else I go down there, you see the rap snacks right next to the register. That cheddar barbecue is Cardi B's. It's that crazy, but it is what it is, man.
The fact that you know him.
Right.
The funniest story is when he was in Harlem shooting the Bout It video with Cam. Jim Jones was the director, and he kept on telling Jim Jones, "Yo, man, I worth $400 million, man. You can't have me out here waiting, man. Come on, here, man. Hurry up, man. I worth $400 million, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, it is what it is, man. That's Master P. You know what I mean?
Yo, I gotta give props. We got his son Hersey Miller, right? So his son Hersey Miller, he's going to Tennessee State, historically black college, Tennessee State. He is the highest paid student athlete. He signed a $2 million ambassador deal with a technology company called Web Apps. So they just instated that new rule like this year as far as the kids can have endorsement deals. And his son, I don't know if he signed the first one, but he signed the biggest one, $2 million deal in college, yo.
And I think he actually was the first one.
He's the first one. Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
As soon as the deal was effect, his son signed the fucking deal. So you talk about a legacy. His son's making $2 million already in fucking college, yo. He's killing it, man. And he don't even need that fucking money, man. But it's just setting the precedent. They just setting the precedent. We talk about this shit all the time about these kids need to get paid. They need to get paid. And then they finally allow him to get paid. And look whose son is the fucking first to bat, yo. So his son, I haven't really followed his fucking college stats as much as what his stats are. But I mean, he's already getting them deals. He might have a chance to be in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
So that'd be amazing, man. But like I said, Master, this is a dope one, Lou Hall. Like I just watched this shit, like literally a couple of nights ago. I just watched, like I was up to like 2 a.m. watching them shits. I was like, this shit is mad.
Yes.
I was like, yo, Master P. When I woke up in the morning, the wife was sleeping and shit. I was like, yo, I watched this No Limit shit last night. I said, yo, Master P is ill. Yo, I was like, Master P is ill. He's been doing this thing for all of these years. Yo, I had so much more respect. I knew all this shit, but just hearing it again, I was like, wow.
Well, when you hear how many times he got evicted, had to sleep in the car,
and then the deal that he ended up signing, because he ended up talking to Jay Prince, so he ended up signing that deal with Priority, and Jay Prince said, "Don't sign nothing," because he's already doing this shit independently. So he said, "Get your distribution." He said, first of all, he said, "Own." Which we get ready to talk about in a minute.
Yes.
Owning your fucking masters. Own your fucking masters. Own your masters. Have ownership of your shit. Which not hardly any of these fucking artists do. But Master P, that was part of his deal. He's like, I'm going to own my shit. He said, if you want to go into business with me, it's going to be a distribution deal, 85-15. Take it or leave it. And he said, no negotiation. And they did it, 85-15. got
There you go.
85% all this shit. I was like, this
Yeah.
dude
Yo,
right here,
didn't he
man.
pay? Didn't he pay $1 million to talk to Michael Jackson's lawyer?
Did he? I don't even know about that, man. Damn.
It's in the Chronicles.
Isn't
It's
it?
in the. It's
Man,
in
I didn't get to
there.
that part. I didn't get to that part. And big shout out to Lou Hall Sr. He said
Yes.
Master P also dipped into the sports agency and shit, right?
Yes.
He was
Yep.
on that shit for a minute too. Man, this dude is doing everything.
And then-
man.
And then I gotta shout my pops out because I would be remiss if I didn't say this.
Mhm.
He just commented and said, "Son, who put you on Master P?" Yes, Pops put me on Master P. The first I remember he got the double album True to the Game. He said, "Yo, check this out." He said, "You know, he played No Limit Soldiers." I was like, all right, I kind of like this bounce. So I listened to the whole album. Started seeing the music videos on TV. I always feel like somebody's watching me. On that joint, yo. So shouts to Pops. He definitely put me on Master P. Shout to UD talking shit every single time I go to New York. We don't listen to no Master P in New York.
We did it until that fucking until that Bada came out. We was like, oh, this shit is tough, yo. This shit is tough, yeah. That was dope. That was dope, man. That was definitely dope, man.
No doubt.
Shout out to Master P in the building, my guy, man. That's what's up. Appreciate it, man. But yo, man, I want to get into this shit, man. Yo, want to get into this subject. Shout out to De La Soul. De La Soul, one of the dopest groups in hip hop history, period. Hip hop history, man. So I think it's just shit all basically went down. Was it last week, right?
Last week. Tuesday?
I think it might have
Oh,
been
was it
Tuesday.
Wednesday?
Everything always happens after we do the show. So
Right.
it was either Tuesday or Wednesday and shit, man. But Master P. So Recess put me on. Recess was like, yo, De La Soul's gonna be on they're gonna be on live. They're gonna talk about their new deal that they got. They finally going streaming. So what they announced was after all of these fucking years, their music is finally coming on streaming. Because you know they've been having these back and forth dealings with Tommy Boy Records, their original record label, for all of these years, man. Tommy Boy Records own their shit. And they just couldn't get the rights back to it. They still don't have the rights to their album. Still don't have the rights to their music.
Let's get it right, dude. Let's get it right.
Crazy. Still don't have the rights to their music, man. But what they end up doing was actually Tommy Boy end up selling, or Tommy, what's his name? Tommy, damn, I can't think of it. Tom Silverman. He ended up selling the catalog of Tommy Boy Records to Reservoir Music for $100 million. He sold it to $100 million, and so he sold the whole catalog. Which is, I mean, it's a lot of shit on the catalog too. De La Soul was just one of the groups on the catalog. So Tommy, I mean, they also got they got stuff from Cool. It's 6,000 songs that they end up selling. Coolio, all of that Gangsta's Paradise.
Oh yeah.
House of Pain with the jump around, all the African Bambaataa shit, the Planet Rock, and all the De La Soul stuff. And that's just like part of the groups. He sold all of it. I think even the Queen Latifah shit, all of it. Tommy Boy sold. He sold all of it. $100 million. So what the deal was, they've been going back and forth with Tom Silverman all of these years, just trying to work out a deal to get this shit on streaming. So they end up just scrapping the whole shit in 2019. It was like, you know what, fuck it. Like, this ain't going nowhere. They come to find out that Tom Silverman was allegedly trying to offer them a 90-10 split. He get 90, they get 10 fucking %.
Insane.
90-10 fucking split. For their own shit that they fucking own, that they created. Like, this shit pisses me all the way the fuck off. I hate this shit so much. Like, we talk about this shit all the time. Like, sometimes we do it a lot of behind the scenes, talk about it on the show. I hate the fact that these artists do not own the rights to their fucking music. That shit drives me crazy. And these fucking rich assholes that didn't even put 1 ounce into the creation of the music, they just have sole ownership over all of their music, man. That shit just pisses me off. So, like I said, I thought De La Soul got the rights, but they didn't. What it is, they worked out a deal with the new owners. So now they didn't announce any numbers, anything, but they said it's a favorable split. They worked out the deal in a couple of weeks, and they got it done. So now all of their past albums will go on the streaming services now. So we got the 3 Feet High and Rising, De La Soul is Dead, Balloon Mind State, all of that shit. Stakes is High, which is all classic albums.
Yes.
They finally get to go on streaming, man. So we definitely looking forward to that, yo. But man, it's just like I said, just this whole thing, just just put a bug up my ass, man. Just reminded me of just how these artists be getting jerked all of these fucking years, man. And unfortunately it's not. We can't just say, oh, it's the white man, because when these fucking black artists they become label owners, they turn around and do the same shit to their own fucking people, which is bullshit.
And what's crazy, it's so funny you said that because I was just thinking about this. So if you remember on the Jizza and RZA album,
okay,
they had a song called Labels. Got to read the labels.
Of course.
Man said, Tommy ain't my motherfucking boy. But then turn around, and RZA with the whole situation with Wu-Tang. It's like it's funny, like how you calling the kettle black. Like I hate to say it, some people gonna be upset, but let's call a spade a spade. You look at Rockefeller, how all that shit went down. I mean,
now what do you mean with that? You think there was some bad business dealing with Rockefeller?
Yeah, I mean it had to be. And I mean when I'm saying
Lou Hall, you see why people would probably have a bone to pick with you on that? Because you're just gonna say Rockefeller, but you're not gonna give us no context and no solid concrete evidence of anything.
I mean, so as far as the Rockefeller, man, you got to look at this. So they split for a reason, right? So Biggs, Dane, and Jay. Situation right there, the situation there, right? So you look at the artists who, ends up fucked up. So you had all the members of State Property, all the people they just signed to Rockefeller. I mean, they went was.
I don't know. You said crazy. Fucked up. You fucked me up because I don't know where they fucked up. Who's fucked up?
So you mean to tell me after that Rockefeller deal, after all the deals fell through, nobody was fucked up in their deal because they had deals. You had MOP that had a deal with Rockefeller that fucked up because Rockefeller broke up.
All right. I heard MOP got away with a cash advance that they never had to recoup, so they good.
Oh,
that's what I heard.
Now see, I think when
it comes to the Rockefeller thing, I think the Rockefeller thing is more of like a personal. I've never heard any of the artists actually complain about.
Me either.
Really?
Any of the artists complain about. But then again, on that same token though, I don't know how many. Oh, hold on. You got a rebuttal?
Yes,
Who'd you hear? Who?
So Beanie Siegel did make a diss song about Jay, about Rockefeller.
Saying what? What did he say though?
Yeah, what did he say?
Basically saying that he didn't get paid what he was supposed to get paid.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh wow, nah, I thought that was all personal. And another thing, Beans was set up with his own clothing line, my guy.
I didn't hear that.
I'm sorry. You cannot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
You see,
when Lou Hall starts saying stuff, people are gonna get mad. I could see why people are gonna get mad. What are you saying?
Rockefeller, that's
personal.
Now
that's personal, legal stuff.
I think we have plenty of other examples. You
got plenty of other examples to pick on Rockefeller.
But see, I wasn't gonna get to that big one just yet. I'm trying to get all the little stuff out the way first before we get to that big one.
What's the little stuff? I don't know what you're talking about. Make some context. Let me know. You want me to follow this convo? Let me see.
Okay, all right. So we talked about the whole Wu-Tang thing. We ain't really get too deep into the whole Wu-Tang thing. So basically the big thing right now is over the Wu-Tang symbol, being able to use the Wu-Tang brand on different albums. So basically who was it that got a trademark? RZA got it trademarked.
Yeah, they paid their man. Who was it? Their man that to actually do the symbol. They paid him. They paid him what? $500.
Yeah, 500.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And then turned around and said, "Okay, you know what? You can't use the Wu-Tang symbol on any of your records. So without consent, without his permission and consent." Yeah,
absolutely. He paid $500. Like if Wu-Tang never made it, what if they never made it? That's a pretty penny you made just to write a W. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. If Wu-Tang never made it,
Now you losing
I'm
me
just
now.
saying.
He's about to do
But
that
hold
make
on.
a logo and shit. He's talking to
But
make a
I'm
I
logo.
don't know.
talking
I don't
about-
know what loopholes. I'm just talking.
I'm talking
I'm
about
just.
I'm talking about the fucked up thing about it, which is the fact that all these dudes basically made Wu-Tang. It wasn't just one person. It wasn't just RZA. It was RZA, the Jizza, Inspector Tech, Ghostface, Raekwon the Chef. you know,
They all, but listen, none of these guys wanted to. I think you're making a bad analogy because none of these guys, they
No,
all
he's
had
not.
to
No, no,
be.
no.
I'm,
No, no, no,
yeah,
no.
I'm
He's not
not.
making a bad analogy. No, 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 no,
You
no,
don't
no.
think so?
Now the
You
thing
don't
is,
think so?
Luhol said this is the thing now. This shit has been going on since the fucking like the 90s and shit. This is not a new. This has
But see, no,
been going on.
but we're just now knowing about it. Really, I don't know if
Well, maybe
y'all had.
we sort of know. I knew about this. No, they Raekwon, they sued this nigga like 10 years ago when Raekwon sued this dude. That was mad years ago. That was in the mid 2000s when he got sued and shit. This has been going on.
But see, this is what. Well, okay, so you knew because you know Wu-Tang. Like Wu-Tang is like in your blood. So I'm talking about for people who just now paying
No,
attention
of
to
course they didn't
Wu-Tang.
know because they don't really air their dirty laundry out like fully like that. But there has been lawsuits. There's been lawsuits. There has been lawsuits. You know what I'm saying? And then according to them, it's all works out. But for your note, for basically for what you saying as far as this conversation goes, RZA probably got screwed in his earlier label deals, and then he turned around. And his deals that he worked out with his people wasn't on the up and up. Period. It's documented. It wasn't on the up and up. It's documented. It wasn't. You don't just sue. Multiple people don't just sue you if shit is on the up and up. Shit wasn't on the up and up. Period. You know what I'm saying? And it was kind of underhanded from what him. I mean, we saw the shit in the documentary.
Yep.
We saw it in the documentary from what him and his brother did. A little underhanded, but they all eventually end up getting away from the situation. Just to come back or whatever, but it is what it is. But that definitely, to me, that's a good example. RZA is a good example. And then I even heard Snoop with the East Siders. Shady said the same thing about Snoop with the East Siders.
Well,
and Shady's about to kill him and shit. Shady's about to kill him.
Can we really trust Vlad though?
Well,
I mean, he said it out of his mouth, but
Trey D said it. Trey D said it and shit.
Yeah, it came out of his mouth. Okay,
Trey D said it and shit. So I mean, it's just crazy. Like I said, and I think we said all this just to say it's not. We can't just say, oh, the white man, because these people that get their own people on, not all of them. Some of them work out good. There's not all of them, but some of them they do the turn around and do the same fucking thing, man. It's crazy.
I hate to sound like the guy that sounded like the record company, but yeah, D, I really do believe that was a bad analogy. I don't believe that's right because they putting up all the bread, they putting up all the risk, and things just might not work out. Now, on the long run, I don't believe that. When now, if you give me examples of RZA holding back and owning their publishing individually, holding their masters of individually, but he let each. Thank you. He allowed that. He allowed that too. So that's why I think there's a lot, like you said before, there's a lot of other examples that you could prove other than that one, because RZA allowed each of them to get separate deals all over the world.
That wasn't RZA's call. You saying RZA allowed it? That wasn't RZA's call. That wasn't RZA's call. That was Loud Records' call. RZA's not their boss. RZA was just part of the group. They were just all part of the group. So RZA owned the Wu-Tang. RZA and Divine owned Wu-Tang. That's where the discrepancy comes in. They own the name and the logo and the likenesses of the Wu-Tang Clan, which all of
whether or not they were allowed to do deals other places.
Yeah. So that's why all their separate shit, that's their own shit. But the Wu-Tang, RZA owns the Wu-Tang. And that's where the discrepancy came in, because as we just said, RZA is not Wu-Tang. All of them are Wu-Tang. All 10 of them are the Wu-Tang Clan.
Yes.
So it's not, I mean, technically, it's RZA is him.
It is RZA's,
Technically, it is. Legally, it is. But ethically, it's not. So that's where the discrepancy comes in.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a situation that's like that, but I'm gonna give you an analogy, and maybe Recess will agree with this one. Rest in peace to my man Eazy-E and NWA.
That was getting some context, man. Context.
So gotta give him some context, and I agree with you off the bat because I know that situation.
We already know
Ice Cube was right. Ice Cube was writing all the lyrics for them, and he was getting paid the equal amount to everybody else. I don't believe that should be true. That's true. And remember, the same thing happened with Cameron when Mace was getting the money from Bad Boy. He got like $30,000
for the horse.
And all of a sudden, to write, and he was writing. He wrote "Crush on You," and Mace only gave him $5,000. Said, "Listen, I'm not part of the $5,000 guys." You know what I'm saying? That's another situation. I go ahead about NWA. I definitely believe that that's true, though. Lujo. You're right.
So we talk about a group that's formed. Eazy-E ends up being pretty much the head person of the group that handles all the logistics. He goes to Jerry Heller. Signs to Jerry Heller. They signed that Ruthless Records, so NWA is on Ruthless Records,
which is owned by Eazy and Jerry Heller. I think they were business partners.
They were business partners.
So it's technically their label.
Yes, their label. And made everybody sign contracts except Ice Cube saw the contract and was like, hell no, fuck that.
Bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. Where's my money at? So he didn't sign. Of course, he left. Dissed them, for everything, but everybody else signed. So now everybody else was basically owned by Jerry Heller and Eazy-E. So that contract those contracts were fucked up, and we were talking about standard contracts before. I think we were talking off the air, right?
Right.
What was on there? Yeah. So the standard contracts, evidently that must have been standard for them to own, for Eazy-E and Jerry Heller to own pretty much majority of everything, and you only get a couple of cents based off of you're the one that's creating the music, but you only get a couple of cents, and they end up reaping all the benefits. And that's fucked up. That's real fucked up. The creators, how do the creators are the ones that get the less amount of money? Another example that's like that we saw with TLC. TLC signed that bullshit ass deal. They didn't know, they thought, okay, we signed this deal with Pebbles in the face, and so we got this crazy amount of money, but yet you're only getting pennies, 1 cent. Oh, what did they call it? What did they call it back then? Points. You get 1 point for every album sold. It's like, what?
This is crazy. They said they making like fucking $35,000 a year when they was fucking 5 times platinum and shit, man.
Right.
Which is just crazy. Well, and then the way they get them. Now, the one thing I can say about these labels, which is true, especially back, I don't know how it is now, but back in the days, the label they front the money up, they pay for the everything. They pay for the promotion, they pay for they go on tour, they give them advance and all of that shit. Which is true. Airfare, hotels, all of that shit, which is true. They do pay for all of that. And then in the contract is they supposed to pay that back. Once the sales start coming in, they're supposed to pay that back, which is, that is the way it goes. But now what I'm hearing recently, not recently, but I've been new, is that there's no real, a lot of these things, issues are coming at, there's no real accountability for how much are they actually paying for these things. So they just saying whatever. They say, oh, you owe us $5 million and shit. Without having a real, without having like breakdown, like line break, okay, this costs this much, this costs that much, this costs that much, without in receipt, here's the receipts, here's the that. So these artists are young, and then a lot of them got screwed with the lawyers and shit, and their lawyers work for the fucking label, they didn't get their own independent lawyers, and so they're not gonna look into it too deep. You know what I'm saying? And that's even besides the fact that the initial deal that they signed, Lou, like you said, they getting 1 cent off of this shit, so they ain't never gonna pay that shit back. They're never gonna pay that shit back. And then I think like Tony Braxton was saying, and was like, and then they give you an advance on your next album, and it just keeps going. It just keeps going.
Cycle.
And now it's a cycle. You can't pay that shit back either. It's just an ongoing cycle. Like somebody like Tony Braxton said she had to end up filing for bankruptcy twice.
Yep.
Yeah, and gonna find. I mean, it was the same label as the fucking TLC. It was the same fucking
LaFace.
And Tony Braxton was saying, I think she had said, she sold $170 million, worldwide, her album sales, and she only got her royalty check for her first fucking recorded $1,900, yo. Her first royalty check, $1,900 over $170 million sold, yo.
Wow.
And then the label, they based the same shit. The label said she had to pay back clothes, travel, studio time, and music video expenses.
And see, that's why, and I know several times we've gone through this argument about being independent, signing to a label. This is a prime example of why I am always for being independent. And if you can sign a distribution deal, sign a distribution deal. But if not, I mean, work just like I talked about with Master P. Work out of your trunk. Right now, and especially in this day and age, you got social media, you got YouTube.
Wow. You're asking a lot. You're asking a lot, though. You're asking a lot. You're asking these people to do a lot of research. People are not doing research, man. You're asking a lot.
That's
you know
thing,
what? Some of the best advice also is also this. Also, if you're going to sign to sign to a major to learn the game, and then you put your terms in. But like I said, it's always that divide between the poor person that needs it and the person in power, giving you that fishing rod to hook you in,
of course,
and then using as leverage.
Now that goes to shady business dealing. To me, that's my personal. That's my personal. That's the shady shit. It's shady. Yeah. And yo, real quick, I want to let y'all know this shit is not even. This shit ain't brand new. I mean, this shit has been going on forever. But just doing the research for this show, I looked up, kind of find out. Y'all know Little Richard and shit, right? Obviously, y'all know Little Richard.
Yeah.
So the owner of Little Richard's record, which is called Specialty Records, he purchased Little Richard sold the rights to Tutti Frutti for $50, yo.
Yes, I read that.
$50 and shit. $50, yo. So with that, the label owned the sound recording and the publishing side of his album. So he had no rights to any of his music and shit. Any of this Tutti Frutti, none of that shit. And then he left. I think he got 0.5% royalty rate per record. 0.5%. 0.5%, not half a dollar. 0.5%. He sold it for $50 yo.
Wow.
Little Richard ain't know what the fuck he ain't know. They ain't know the music business and shit back then. They ain't know that shit. So this shit is big. And this is what the 60s, probably maybe the 50s. I don't know when Tutti Frutti came out. Like this shit has been going on. And then you see, and then the Jackson 5 had some shitty record deals with Motown. And like this shit has just been going on forever and ever, yo. Forever and ever.
How did Michael Jackson end up with the Beatles catalog? That's a crazy move.
Well, that's a whole nother situation.
Yeah, that's crazy. But back to the Shady record deal. How about let's get into the meat and potatoes, D? Explain to us 360 deals, man. Explain that, D.
This is the newest friend. I don't know when they came into play, maybe with the last probably 10 years or so. Okay. Once the record labels got a lot. 2000s, right? So basically, basically the way the artists used to really get paid, because we all know artists been getting screwed for their royalties. They've been getting screwed. It's been 5 cents, maybe 10 cents the most. Maybe 10 cents the most you get from one album. So maybe you might get that if you a top artist and shit. Okay. But they get their show, they get their money from doing shows, they doing their shows, merchandise, all that. That's how they getting their money.
There you go. Yeah.
And tours, going on tour. So now they come with it. Now I heard Leo Cohn created this shit. Leo Cohn for Def Jam. I don't know if he created it, but I heard he the master of the shit, a 360 deal, yo.
Wow.
So now these artists are signing these fucking deals, these 360 deals. So now they basically got to share all of the whatever income they generate, toys, shows, merchandise, everything. They gotta accept all with the label. They gotta share all with the labels. And whatever split they get. I don't know why the fuck they signed these deals. I have no clue why they signed these deals. And I have no idea. And y'all know the shit that they doing to these kids, these younger people. They're not putting out albums. They just doing singles and shit. They just doing singles, which means that they might even have we signed you to a 5 album deal. They're like, we good. They don't even put one album out. So they signed these motherfuckers forever. They sign, or they may put one album out, the next one ain't coming out to another 5-6 years from now. They sign these shits forever. So they can't get under the label. They can't get off of the fucking labels and shit. So this shit. Yo, also real quick, when y'all mentioned about the I think you said like maybe just sign with a major label to kind of learn the game. Mace signed a fucking 16-year deal with fucking Bad Boy, yo.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there is no just getting in, like,
and he still owes him an album. He still owes him an album. He's waiting still. He still
this is the bullshit they do. This is the bullshit they do. When they don't,
You gotta have terms, man. You gotta have terms, favorable terms, man.
Like, this is all some shady ass shit, yo. This shit is just, it just bugs me out. It just bugs me the fuck out, yo.
But you know what? The crazy thing to me, and which is why I do not understand how the younger folks, especially now, don't understand the game by now. Because we talked about how, it's too much to ask them to do the research, right? But all this shit is on fucking YouTube. We're on YouTube. Everybody watches YouTube. You watch videos all day. How the fuck can you not go and type in record label 101? I guarantee if I go to YouTube right now, type in record label 101, I bet you it's there. I bet you. Or music business 101.
Videos. At least 100 videos, at least. Easily.
If there are videos that teach you how to pass interviews and how to answer questions specifically in the interview, there's something. Instruction videos on how to, change a certain tire based on your car, or how to add this on your car. You mean to tell me there's nothing on there that's gonna tell you how to move and shake as far as with business? Come on, man.
I didn't say it's not there. I didn't say the information wasn't there.
You're saying it's too much work for the the thing with
I'm not saying it's too much work either.
Okay.
I'm just saying
at this point in time, whatever you get, like this, it's on you.
Yeah,
it's on you. It's literally no excuse. If you're getting screwed, you still getting screwed in 2021. You still getting jerked on it's on you.
Like, and how are your parents? The motherfuckers that's been here, that's seen these record labels rape you and rape you and rape. We'll be raping you. How do you not give this advice to your kids? Like,
everybody's not up on. I think we trying to take advantage because we have been so entrenched in music and in the industry. We've been so entrenched in most of our lives. Like, for us, like if our kids, we know, like, no, give me that shit. Let me see. No. First of all, if any of our kids get into any realm, okay, first step one, we get a lawyer. That's like step one. A lawyer,
the proper lawyer, entertainment,
lawyer.
Yeah, lawyer,
separate
exactly.
From whatever business. If you in the music, completely separate from the label, we get our own independent lawyer,
independent entertainment lawyer. Yeah,
exactly.
And then do the research to make sure there are no ties.
100%. That's like I said, we know that, but a lot of these parents, they don't really, everybody's not really up on it like that. Everybody's not up on it like that. So I ain't gonna put it on the parents either and shit. But I think the main thing I said, which now I meant to look it up because it's something about the movie industry, right? Something about the movie industry. I believe because this happens with the whole Nightmare Friday the 13th movie series, right?
The franchise, yeah.
So the franchise, so the original Victor Miller, the original writer of the original Friday the 13th, Victor Miller. There's a something because same thing with the music industry. Once he wrote the movie, they sold it to the studio. That was it. He had no more control of Friday the 13th. That's it. He sold it. But the movie industry has a thing where after 30 years, the original writer gets their rights back. So that's what happened with Friday the 13th. So Friday the 13th came out in 1980. So in 2020, he got his rights back.
Yep, after a certain time period,
he got his rights back. But that's where the conflict comes in because there was Victor Miller who wrote the movie, and then it was Sean S. Cunningham who created the movie. So they're battling for the rights to the movie now. It's weird.
If it was 1980, that would be 2010 though. D. That's 2010.
Okay, do the math. I can't count.
So that means
no. I'm just saying.
No, you're right. But
yeah.
I can't count.
That,
but yeah,
nigga, I'm just saying that if we gotta go back and look at, I want to know
they did beefing.
What's the ending result to that?
No,
that he got it back.
Result. Well, no. Oh. Okay, this is the end result. The end result is because Jason wasn't in the original Friday the 13th. So technically, Victor Miller created the character, the name Jason, but
Jason Voorhees,
but the Jason that we know came in part 2. As far as
when you actually saw him, you didn't even actually see him, right? Okay.
That's part 2. So Victor Miller doesn't own the rights to that Jason, but he owns the rights to Friday the 13th franchise. It's weird. So Sean S. Cunningham owns the rights to Jason, and Victor Miller owns the rights to Friday the 13th. and they can't come together to create a new movie. So that's
So
why that's why there's been no Friday the 13th.
So the same term limits, the 30-year term limits, returning of your rights in the music in the movie industry. That should somehow translate in the music industry.
100%, 100%. That they need to put that shit into the music industry. Fuck 20. I mean, fuck 30 years. How about 10 years and shit? But even if you just go 20 years,
because the average time span of an
how
artist.
about life? Well, put it like this. Remember when the Locks was on the campaign, right?
Right.
Free the Locks campaign. There was up at Angie. Jermaine Dupri called in.
Okay.
And Jermaine Dupri, he asked him how long, what was your contract? And they said life. He was like, I never heard of nothing like that before.
Most of these deals are that's what they are. These dudes don't own the rights to their shit. They have to buy their rights. They have to buy them shits back. That's when we see the artist, such and such got his publishing because he paid for it. You got to pay for your own shit to get it back. That's what the fuck is going on. That's why these big artists are getting their shit back because they paying for it because the labels own that shit, which is fuck. That's what Eminem did when because we go into the whole shit.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson, boy, I forgot the name of the couple. Well, Michael Jackson, which he owned fucking Sony ATV. I had no idea that Michael Jackson owned Sony ATV. So he owned everybody's shit. And then he ended up buying the publishing because he had beef with Eminem. So he bought Eminem's rights. It's a whole nother story. So Michael Jackson.
Petty beyond recognition.
Petty beyond. Eminem made fun of Michael Jackson in the song. So Michael Jackson fucking bought his music and shit. Crazy. Kingpin. So when Michael Jackson passed away, Eminem ended up buying the rights back from his estate. So that's why Eminem owns this shit now because he bought it back after Michael Jackson died. Michael Jackson was not giving that shit up, yo. He's like, "Fuck you," and shit. He wasn't giving that shit back.
Crazy.
But that's how the artists are getting their shit back. They got to end up paying for them shits back. But like I said, the whole shit to me is all bullshit. I even say to the point where even it should be as long as you're on the label, like the label can have the rights to the shit. They can do whatever they want to do. I think once you off the label, that's it. I think that should be it. Once you off the label, that's it. You get your shit back. That's the way it should be.
Interesting enough, we shouted out Nori in the beginning. It was him with the Nas interview that Nas also disclosed that he wished he was able to work with Prince. But Prince asked him, do you own your rights? Do you own your publishing? And Nas doesn't own the publishing to his music.
No, he doesn't.
Because why would he want to jump on the song that somebody else owns?
If somebody else is going to own.
Somebody can get a piece of what he has.
Absolutely. Besides the 360 deals out there, D, and term limits, what else do we have out there that's Jay jerking niggas? Like,
oh my god, man.
Yo, what? It sounds like you warming up and you want to get to it. If you want to get to it,
what's up? Go ahead.
I can't think of. I mean, what's worse than all of that shit, yo? I can't think. This shit is terrible, man.
What's worse than that is. And we talked a piece about it just a second ago. I'm talking about the owner of Bad Boy Records. And we talking about Puff Daddy. We're talking about P. Diddy, Sean Combs, Love, whoever you want to call him right now. Brother Love, whoever the fuck you want to call him. This nigga is the most. This dude violates the people the most. I'm talking about taking plungers and pool sticks and jamming it right up the alley without no Vaseline.
God damn.
Woo. Oh man.
Damn.
Let's get to it.
Hey, you got a lot to say about Puppy. Go ahead, man.
I mean, when you talk about a record label that has several of their artists speaking up and just getting jerked around on a regular basis, that kind of tells you something about the way business is being ran, correct?
Yeah. So,
Bad Boy Records, home of rest in peace, Notorious B.I.G. So this dude signed several artists to his label. I'm talking about from Faith Evans, 112, Mace, G-Dep, Black Rob, Craig Mack, all these guys get
Total.
signed. No, total.
Mm-hmm.
Even what's making the band a Day 26,
Mm-hmm.
signing all these people and the Locks, mainly number one, signing all these people to his label, right? And for some reason, everybody has something to say about the way he runs business, how they don't get see money the way they should. They want out, but they can't because of
Shine.
these. Oh, Shine, and welcome back to the U.S. Shine. I just read an article that Shine is now back in the U.S. or either
Is he?
or
Loon.
headed
Are you sure about that?
headed back to the U.S. Yeah, yeah.
I know he's
Loon.
well, he just got a
Loon.
some kind of deal with I mean not a deal. He's in the government in Belize.
Oh,
He's in the
I
government
mean,
now.
they
Yeah.
they say he's coming home.
Okay.
So
Well,
so
Oh,
yeah.
coming back.
Lou Hall, you're saying all these artists have all discrepancies against Puff.
Yes, all these artists have all these different discrepancies against Puff, whether it's how the label is ran, whether it's money, contracts that were signed, feeling like they got ripped off, not seeing the album shelved,
Taking away their
so
singles and shit, putting them on
yes,
his own album.
saying that he produced it, but his homies, the Hitmen, actually produced it, and then writing on there, produced by P. Diddy. Come on, man. Come on, man.
I'm you know, always ride with you on the Puffy shit. I love Puffy. I did love Puffy. I used to
Yes.
look up to Puffy back in the days, man.
Yes.
But
He said, I did love Puffy.
I did love Puffy, man. Just after hearing all the stories over the years, man, like shit just I mean, but I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm sorry, but rest in peace, of course, to Big. But Styles said it on Angie. You owe your man's publishing. And then Valletta, Miss Wallace, strikes a deal with Puffy, but doesn't disclose the
What
numbers.
was exactly?
So there is some truth to the fact that yes, because of the deal that was cut with Miss Wallace, Puffy does still own
Of course he
Big's
does.
publishing in some way,
course it
shape,
does.
or form.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I mean, and
Is the same thing with Fat Joe and Big Pun?
Of course it's the same thing.
That's yes.
course.
That's a,
Of course it's the same thing.
Oh man.
Of course.
either way you look at it, there are lies being told somewhere. And
But like we said, it's going back to these people when they turn around and do it. I mean, they just doing it to their people. It's
How much is that
crazy,
founder's
yo.
fee, man? 20%. Like, there's gotta be what are the solutions? Is because of course record labels are trying to say they front all the bread up front.
Yes.
That they're taking 100% of the risk. What is the solutions? I believe one of the solutions is making a standard finder's fee. Like they get 20% for a certain amount of years and time, and then that's it.
Okay. I'm with it.
I'm with it too. I'm not with the 20% for the rest of your life.
nah,
Just because they
Come on,
found
get the
you.
fuck out of here, man. Hell no. I think Soldier Boy. They said Soldier Boy got some shit like that going on. Where the dude that signed him, I think he get his shit for life. He get it for life. I forgot what the number is. Is it 50% of Soldier Boy? Some shit
hell
like that.
no. You ain't getting
For
50%
life.
of my shit, and
That
I'm the
shit
one
is
creating.
crazy. You gotta
Nah,
keep signing these fucking crazy fucking deals, yo. This shit is insane. It's
And
just
what's-
so shitty, yo. It's so shitty.
And what's crazy is when we talk about the solution, like you look at it like this: the way that they run, as far as what they charge people, same way insurance companies run things. They charge top dollar when most of the time they getting it for the if they paying for studio time, they getting it for the low. So
of
they
course.
overcharging.
Of course, that's what I'm
and
saying.
paying
You're
top dollar.
you're not seeing the numbers. Let me see these fucking numbers that you're
Exactly.
talking. This shit go to you talk about with your with the Joe Budden podcast shit. The way
Yep.
let me see these numbers. Let me see. Okay, you say I owe you $2 million. Here's my lawyer one. I'm not gonna ask. My lawyer's gonna find out. Show me where the breakdown where I owe you $2 million. Show me the breakdown. You say I pay. You say you pay for my hotel, my this, my studio time. Show me the. Let me see. Let me see the receipts. Add them
It's
shits
like,
up.
nah, it's
Fuck
like,
outta
first
here.
of all,
Add that shit up. That shit don't equal that.
First of all, you getting the homeboy price for the studio. Then
They be owning they own the
you're
fucking
Hilton
studio.
Rewards member, so you getting it for a cheap
They
price.
own
So you
they
gotta
own
go
the fucking
charge me
studio.
top
Yeah, I know.
dollar.
They own the studio and shit. So they're not paying anything for the fucking studio. The labels be owning these fucking studios on the low
You
and shit, man.
you gotta you got a Shell gas card. We get 5 cents off the gallon. So I know you ain't charging me this top dollar for the gas price. Get the fuck out of
Man,
here.
Yo,
I
but
got
Reese said
Shell rewards.
you
I
got
do
what?
too.
Trevor
I
Wood.
got Shell rewards.
So Reese said you asked him what the solution is. I mean, the solution is first of all, if any new artists listen to this, young artists, new artists, whether you old, young, whatever the case is, step one, as we always said, even you have to pay for it. I mean, you got to pay for it, of course. Get a fucking lawyer before you sign anything. That's step one. Get a lawyer. Period. Even if you got to do the whatever Zoom, what is it, lawyer, legal Zoom, whatever the fuck
Legal
you got to
Zoom,
do, get a fucking lawyer to read the contract before you sign anything. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? That's step one. And then, as Risa said, an entertainment lawyer. Get an entertainment lawyer. You know what I'm saying? And then work out your shit, man. Work out your. But now in 2021, as we've been saying, it's so many avenues to get your shit out there. So many avenues to get your music out there, to get your art out there, whatever you sing, rap, whatever it is. You got all of these, everything, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all of this shit to get your shit out there. You can create your own stuff. You know what I'm saying? And just be able to, and I think somebody's even saying, like, pay for it your fucking self. Spend your own money so you don't owe them shit. Pay for it yourself. Make your own video. You can make fucking videos for $50. You make a video with a fucking iPhone. You don't need all of these big budget now. Things are so different now from the way they was in the 90s. It's so different. It's just so fucking different. Like, you don't need all of that shit. So that, which is in turn why they are making these 360 deals, which is, that is why they go sign the 360 deals, because they realize that artists don't really need them as much now as they did back in the days and shit. Maybe they still do need them to do because maybe they got the connections to go on tour, to do the concert. Maybe they got those connections and shit, and then get on the summer jam and then get on the radio and stuff. Maybe they got those connections, but you don't necessarily need them though. You don't necessarily need them and shit.
And then if you do sign a deal and say, okay, let's say for instance, okay, you're gonna give me an advance, right? All right, bet. So in the deal, make sure you work it out. When I get my advance, I'm gonna pay for such and such. I'm gonna pay for, my hotel. I'm gonna pay for, me touring or whatever you got going on. I pay for that, and then that way, when it comes time to re-up and pay off, once you just give them what you owe for the advance. I appreciate it, and then all the other stuff you can nah, I took care of that. Here's my receipts.
Exactly.
Let me give this to your tax auditor. I did this, so let me go ahead and recoup my money. Let me get that back. You know what I'm saying? I put this into that. Let me go ahead and get that back. And then also too, as far as when you talk about going independent, man, you got to read. I mean, as far as with your publishing, I mean, get your register with ASCAP or BMI, whichever one you're gonna do. Get your publishing right. Both. Yeah, both. Get your publishing right, and then it's too easy to put out your own music. If you're gonna go with Discord, not Discord, distro kid or distro,
something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Go with them, pay whatever fee that you pay them, and put it out yourself. They're gonna put it on Apple Music, Spotify, all the DSPs.
Even what fucking Master P was saying, the thing, don't go make the labels come to you. Period. You do your shit on your own. Make them come to you. Make them want you, not that you going to them. Oh, sign me. Make them come to you. So now when they come to you, now you have the leverage. Now you have the leverage where, okay, you coming to me. All right, well, I own my shit. That's fucking step one. I'm not giving the rights up for my shit. Period. You're not owning my fucking. I own the masters, and we can do, as long as I'm on a label, we can do this split, whatever. Even if it's 50-50, whatever the fuck it is, we can do a 50-50 split as long as I'm on a label, one album at a time, whatever the case is. Once that shit is done, I'm good. I'm going. I got my shit. We good.
Yep.
We out of here. And
a king ain't a king until you know your worth. A queen ain't a queen until you know your worth. Know your worth when it comes to these labels. Do not let them fuck you over, because they will.
And it's easy for us to say, because we've seen it all the years. We in our 40s and shit, late 30s, and we've seen it. And we're all, it's easy for us to say, we're not these young kids. We're not 19, 20 years old that just watching the gram and they want to get on and they want to have the chains and they want to do this. So they're just going to sound whatever. But we all coming from more experience, you know. We seen this shit. Not that we personally dealt with it, but we seen it. We seen the stories and we know the stories and we have the knowledge. So we can. It's not just us. Like Lou Hall said, go on the fucking YouTube. Type the shit in YouTube. It comes up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man.
YouTube, you only get what you negotiate, right, D?
That's it. You only get what you negotiate. 100%. 100%, man. So good luck to all the artists in the future, man. Yo, I'm telling you, if I get my label popping, man, that's gonna be it. That's gonna be the deal, man. You own all your shit. I don't want your shit. You own all your shit.
Exactly.
You own your publishing. You own all your shit. But as long as we rocking together, we have whatever split we work out. That's our split that we work out. As long as you sign to me or whatever, then that's what it is. Once you sign off and you do your own thing, that's your shit. I don't want nothing to do with your shit. That's yours. You got it. That's your shit. You created the shit. Whatever. It is what it is, man. So. Come fuck with your boy, man. Yo, man. Oh, man. We had a good one. We good, man. Hour and a half, Sess.
Yeah.
No notes, brother.
Good job, sir. I like this a little bit.
No notes.
Exactly. I like this better, too.
Listen. Y'all listening?
Yeah.
Everybody listening?
I
want to give a big shout out.
Okay.
To my brother. Because today is what? Tuesday? August the 17th? Happy birthday. Shout out to my brother Reese's birthday's tomorrow, man.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes.
Happy birthday, my brother, man. Love
I appreciate
you,
that.
Man, I wish I was in the city to celebrate with you, but I'm not fucking with Florida right now.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you.
And I ain't celebrating the way you celebrate. Not anymore, man. You got me once. Boy, you got me twice, actually. You got me twice. No, thank you, man. I'm good, yo. But, yo, I hope you enjoy your day tomorrow, my brother.
Yes.
You going into the office, man? Or you chilling?
I'm chilling.
Good for you, man. Enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. Shout out to the family, man. Shout out to Linda. Shout out to Benny Blue Eyes. Shout out to B. Janae. Shout out to Mom Dude. Shout out to Big Noah. Shout out to the Woke Eli.
Yes.
Shout out to the family, man.
Thank you, D. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, fellas. Thank you.
Absolutely.
That's what's up, man. Yo, shout out to everybody, man, checking us out. Belligerent State of Mind. YouTube, man. We here. We live. If y'all listen to this on the podcast version, go to YouTube, man. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Put in Belligerent State of Mind. You can see us three handsome young men and shit, man. You can see our faces and shit. I think we pretty handsome, man. I'm saying myself, man. Yeah, man.
Little something.
Got your boys, man. Appreciate y'all checking us out, man. Shout out to the rest of the Beats Pods and Life crew. Shout out to Prez. Shout out to B. Janae. Shout out to Coco Bella.
Yes.
All of us, man. Love y'all, man, for checking us out. That's it, man. Y'all see us scroll on the bottom of the screen, beatspodsandlife.com. Instagram is at beatspodsandlife. Follow me personally at Flavor Style Dame. Is it Dame Flavor Style? Dame Flavor Style. Dame Flavor Style. It's right there in my fucking ad. Right there in my fucking
ad. There. It's right
there.
It's right there.
At Dame Flavor Style with an E, man. Appreciate y'all. Peace.
Yo, it's your boy Lou Hall, man. You already know the vibes. Hit me up on Snapchat and as well as with I was about to say Twitter, but no, I don't be on that no more like that.
You be on TikTok?
Nah, I ain't got no TikTok.
What's up with TikTok, man? I don't know.
Everybody loves TikTok.
Oh, man, that's all I see. I see all that TikTok.
They got me. They got me thinking about it, man. I don't know, man.
If I do it, you know. Well, anyways,
all right.
For right now,
all right.
Snapchat, and as well as with Instagram, you know the vibes. You see it, on there. Everybody that can see, Lou Hall is IZ back, BACK. Lou Hall is IZ back, BACK. I'm gonna be on there a little bit more. I don't know the way this pandemic is going. My ass is gonna be right in the house. So I don't know.
He would not be flying Delta, yo.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh shit.
And
Oh,
definitely
my
hit me on the
God.
email, man. I want to chop it up. Let's get into some business, man. Let's get it popping. Music wise, do the beats, rhyme, just everything, man. Beats, rhyme, and lifestyle. That's how we do, man. That's going to be Lou Hall 803 at yahoo.com. Lou Hall 803 at yahoo.com. Chill.
Good looks, y'all. But yes, tomorrow is a big day. I turned the big Reggie Jackson fofo. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put it out there. It is what it is. I'll be talking that smack on that Twitter at Southside Recess. That's one word. And of course, on your IG at GETDAFUCOUTAHERE. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, man, we getting the fuck out of here. Happy birthday again, my
Happy
brother.
birthday.
Thank you, brothers.
Sir.
Thank you.
We out, y'all. Peace. Big shout out to Big Lou Hall Singing on the check-in, man. We saw the message.
Yes.
We appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate
Always.
you, man.
Love you, Pop.
Yes,
Always.
indeed. Yes, indeed. We out, y'all.
Peace.
Beats, Pause, and Life Network.
You damn right.